everyone and welcome to today's session on availability, challenges and dilemmas in the BOP segment. In the previous modules or previous sessions, we have discussed the introduction to BOP markets, their characteristics, the importance of product and branding strategies, and the role of pricing in all these markets. Today, we are going to look into the topic of availability, one of the most pressing challenges when it comes to BOP distribution strategies. As a reminder, the BOP refers to the largest socio-economic group in the world, compromising billions of people living in poverty or near poverty. These individuals often reside in rural areas with limited access to essential goods and services, including basic necessities such as food, clean water, healthcare, and education. These constraints create a unique set of challenges that require creative and context sensitive solution for businesses who are targeting these BOP markets. Ensuring product availability is not only a logistical challenge, but it also a matter of social inclusion and economic empowerment. When products or services are not readily accessible to BOP communities, it limits their ability to improve their living conditions, enhancing the divide between different socio-economic groups. Therefore, the availability of affordable quality products and services in these markets is a critical factor in driving inclusive growth and development. In this session, we will explore the complexities of product availability in BOP markets and will also examine the multifaceted challenges which companies face in ensuring their product reach this underserved segment. These challenges include, but are not limited to, limited infrastructure, high distribution cost, low purchasing power and poor connectivity. We will also discuss the innovative distribution strategies that are emerging to overcome these barriers, such as leveraging local networks, mobile technology and unconventional distribution channels. Moreover, we will examine real-world examples of companies that have successfully addressed these availability challenges and look at the impact of these efforts on both the business and the communities they are serving. By the end of this session, you will have a deeper understanding of the importance of availability in BOP markets and how businesses can adapt their strategies to meet the needs of these diverse and often overlooked consumers. Let's explore how product availability can be the key to unlocking economic opportunities at the base of the pyramid. So, to start by understanding availability and its dilemma, before we dive into the specifics of availability, let's take a moment to explore the broader landscape of BOP market and also its unique characteristics. We know that globally BOP population is having different characteristics. The BOP segment is one of the largest and fastest growing market in the world, which encompass over 4 billion people globally. In India alone, this segment makes up more than 70% of the population, with a large proportion residing in rural and underserved urban areas. Despite their significant number, These consumers often remain underrepresented in traditional marketing and product offering. They also face major challenges in infrastructure. A major barrier to accessing this BOP market is the underdeveloped infrastructure in many regions where these consumers reside. In BOP areas, poor roads, unreliable electricity, and inefficient transportation networks can make even the most basic logistics and supply chain operations a challenge. Without accessing to reliable infrastructure, businesses struggle to reach these consumers, which impacts both the availability and delivery of goods and services. This leads to a situation where even if products are available in urban centers, they may be inaccessible or unavailable in rural areas, which limit the market penetration. Another thing which need to be understood are the income constraint, obvious reasons. One of the defining feature of BOP market is they are extremely poor and having limited disposable income. The majority of individuals in this segment live in poverty and have little to no room in their budgets for discretionary spending. Most of their income is dedicated to purchasing basic necessities such as food, water, shelter and healthcare. As a result, access to non-essential or branded products become a distant reality for many of them. Even when they do have access to goods, the cost of premium or branded products often makes them unaffordable for them. And that unaffordable brings the point of price sensitivity. Given the limited income and financial constraint, BOP consumers are highly price sensitive. They prioritize essential products that provide the greatest value for money. This price sensitivity requires businesses to rethink their pricing strategies when marketing to the BOP segments. So, affordable pricing often combined with innovative distribution is the essential to making product accessible to these consumers. Then distribution network can have multiple limitations. Even if the products are available in urban markets, rural BOP consumers often face difficulties in accessing them due to poorly developed distribution network. This lack of accessibility further exacerbates the issue of availability, as products may not be distributed efficiently to remote or rural areas. Companies who are seeking to tap into the BOP market must be creative in designing cost-effective and scalable distribution network which can reach even the most geographically isolated population. BOP segment is also having cultural and behavioral differences. In addition to physical and economic barriers, cultural and behavioral factors also play a significant role in shaping the demand within the BOP market. Many consumers in rural and low income areas are accustomed to traditional local solutions, making it difficult for new products, especially from global brands. To gain acceptance, it is a difficult task. Understanding the local needs, preferences and buying behavior is a critical for businesses who are aiming to succeed in this market. Moreover, the trust factor plays a pivotal role. BOP consumers may be wary of unfamiliar products, requiring companies to invest in brand building activities that resonate with local values and the local needs. These insights into the BOP market's challenges lay the foundation for addressing the issue of availability. By understanding the structural, economic, and cultural constraints, businesses can design better strategies to ensure that their products are not only available in the BOP segment but are also accessible and appealing to this consumer set of BOP market. Now let's see the challenges of product availability in the BOP segment. The first challenge is infrastructure limitation. Infrastructure is often the biggest bottleneck in distributing products to BOP consumers. According to the World Bank, over 40% of India's rural population lives in area with inadequate infrastructure and transportation. Infrastructure is one of the most significant challenge. For example, rural connectivity. Imagine a product being made available in major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata. However, transporting it to a village in a remote areas of Uttar Pradesh or Tamil Nadu requires navigating unpaved roads, managing inconsistent supply chains, and overcoming transportation issues. These challenges result in delays, higher cost, and most importantly, inconsistent product availability. Now let's see what can be the solution for it. In this case, companies need to think innovatively, partnering with local logistic providers, familiar with rural routes or leveraging mobile technology to track shipment can mitigate all such issues. The second challenge can be informal distribution channels. A major issue in BOP markets is the prevalence of informal retail and informal distribution channels. The informal retail sector includes small mom and pop stores, street vendors, and local market stalls. These retailers often lack formal contracts with manufacturer and have limited capacity to hold inventory. For example, unorganized retail in India. In India, informal markets account for 90% of the retail sector. These outlets often do not have the infrastructure to store large quantities of product and inventory management is rudimentary at best. This informal sector can lead to significant gaps in product availability. What can be solution? Companies may need to develop partnership with these small retailers, offer them training program or create better distribution system that include informal network as well. For example, partnering with local distributors who know how to work with small retailers can help overcome such challenges. The third challenge is supply chain complexity. Supply chain in BOP markets are often fragmented and unoptimized. Managing demand fluctuations, forecasting needs, and ensuring that products are available in the right quantity at the right time is a major challenge for BOP market. For example, stockouts and overstocks. A product might be in high demand in one region, but due to poor forecasting, it may run out of stock, while in another region, there is excess inventory available. Companies struggle to keep products consistently available to meet such demands. The solution for this challenge can be one way of addressing it is by utilizing digital tools and technologies to manage inventory better. For instance, leveraging mobile based applications and cloud technology can help monitor stock levels and improve demand forecasting, ensuring product reach consumer on time. The fourth challenge is cultural and social barriers. The BOP segment is not homogeneous. It is made up of diverse communities. each with different cultural norms, different preferences, and different purchasing behaviors. This social and cultural diversity can pose significant barrier to product availability. For example, rural consumer preferences can be different. In rural areas, many consumers prefer products that have been part of their daily life for generations. New or unfamiliar product may face resistance, and ensuring these products are available at the local level can be a tricky situation. For solving this issue, localizing products and understanding the need of different consumer segment is vital. This can be done through market research, focus group and partnership with local leaders who can influence the purchasing decisions of their communities. Let's take a look at Coca-Cola's 5 by 20 initiative, which is another example of successfully addressing availability in BOP markets. Launched in 2010, the 5 by 20 program aimed to empower 5 million women entrepreneurs by 2020, helping them set up small businesses that could distribute Coca-Cola product to underserved communities. Let's see what was the focus of Coca-Cola with this initiative on availability. Coca-Cola recognized that getting their beverages into the hands of BOP consumers required localized solutions, especially in rural areas with poor infrastructure. The company helped women in rural communities establish their own micro enterprises, often operating from small kiosks or mobile units. What was the impact of it? By empowering women entrepreneurs, Coca-Cola created a network of micro distributors, improving both product availability and the local economy. This also helped Coca-Cola navigate informal retail environments and ensure consistent availability even in most remote areas. So, Coca-Cola's 5 by 20 initiative actually demonstrates how businesses can empower local entrepreneurs to overcome distribution challenges of them. By working with local stakeholders, Coca-Cola was able to ensure that their products reached underserved BOP communities and improved both access to beverages and the economic opportunities for rural women. To overcome the dilemmas of product availability in bottom of the pyramid markets, companies must adopt innovative and practical strategies that address the unique challenges of reaching these underserved populations. Here we will see some strategies which can help. The first strategy is leveraging technology. Technology plays a crucial role in enhancing product availability in remote and underserved markets. Mobile phones, with their widespread usage, can be a powerful tool in bridging the gap between consumers and products. Through mobile-based applications, companies can manage inventory in real time, track orders, and maintain effective communication with local distributors. This can ensure that stock levels are updated frequently, preventing stockouts and delays. Furthermore, technology can enable customers to track the status of their orders and be informed about product availability. For example, a mobile-based distribution system allows real-time tracking of goods, ensuring that products reach their intended destination on time. This system not only prevents stockouts but also provides better visibility into the entire supply chain, empowering both businesses and consumer with relevant and timely information. The second strategy is building local partnerships. Collaboration with local players is essential to overcoming the barriers of availability in BOP markets. Local businesses, micro entrepreneurs, and even government bodies play a significant role in expanding distribution networks, particularly in rural or remote areas. By establishing strategic partnership with these local entities, companies can leverage existing infrastructure and networks, which are often more reliable and accessible than attempting to establish new distribution channels from scratch. These partnerships can also help build trust within the community, a critical factor in successful market penetration. For example, companies can collaborate with local NGOs or community based organizations that already have established relationships with rural populations. By working together, businesses can improve the flow of goods and services while fostering a sense of community involvement and trust. This can enhance consumer loyalty and facilitate smoother distribution operations. The third strategy is innovative distribution models. In many BOP markets, traditional retail and distribution models often fail to reach remote or underserved consumers due to infrastructural challenges. Therefore, companies need to think outside the box by adopting innovative distribution models. Direct to consumer approaches such as mobile based retail units or kiosks have proven to be effective in bringing products directly to consumer in rural areas. These models can operate in places where conventional brick and mortar stores are not feasible due to poor infrastructure or low consumer density. Let's take an example of Amul. Amul, which is a popular dairy brand in India, has successfully used mobile vans to distribute milk and other dairy products to rural areas. These mobile units act as mobile retail stores, bringing products directly to villages and small towns. By bypassing traditional distribution channels, Amul is able to overcome geographical limitations and ensure that fresh dairy products are available to a wider audience. The next strategy is flexible supply chain management. A rigid, one size fits all supply chain often proves inefficient in BOP markets, where local conditions and infrastructure can vary greatly. A flexible supply chain model that adapts to the local environment can be key to ensuring consistent product availability. This includes establishing local warehouses or distribution hubs closer to the end consumer, which can reduce transportation cost and time delays. Temporary storage solutions can also be used to create micro distribution centers in rural areas, ensuring that products are always within reach even during peak demand periods or even in adverse conditions. For example, companies operating in BOP markets can set up small scale community based warehouses that serve as local distribution points. These micro distribution hubs can help streamline the supply chain by reducing long transportation routes and ensuring that products are readily available to meet local demand. Furthermore, having a localized supply chain allows companies to quickly respond to fluctuations in consumer demand or supply chain disruptions. The next strategy is understanding local consumer behavior and the preferences. Another critical strategy is to understand the unique preferences and purchasing behaviors of BOP consumers. This involves not only delivering the right products but also offering them in ways that cater to local needs and economic constraints. This could mean smaller packaging, lower prices, or alternative payment methods. In many BOP markets, consumers may prioritize affordability and convenience over brand loyalty or premium product features. Tailoring the product offering to suit local preferences can improve availability by ensuring that products are both desired and accessible. For example, companies like Hindustan Unilever have tailored their products for BOP consumer by creating a smaller affordable packaging of everyday products like soap, shampoo, detergent. All these smaller units or sachets or one-time use packaging allows consumers to purchase what they can afford while making products more accessible, ensuring that people can always find something within their budget. The next strategy is optimizing last mile delivery. In many BOP markets, the last mile delivery is often the most challenging and costly part of the distribution process. Companies need to explore options that make last mile delivery more efficient and more cost effective. This may involve using local entrepreneurs or agents to act as delivery intermediaries or leveraging existing transportation networks like buses or trains to facilitate product movement to remote areas. Additionally, using digital tools to plan optimal delivery routes can help reduce delivery time and cost, ensuring products reach their destination on time and in good condition. For example, companies like Coca-Cola have partnered with local entrepreneurs in rural areas to serve as last mile delivery agents. These entrepreneurs act as independent distributors, making use of their knowledge of local areas and existing transportation routes to deliver products directly to consumers, even in most remote villages. By adopting these strategies, companies can overcome the availability challenges that they face in bottom of the pyramid market and ensure that their products reach the people who need them the most. These solutions not only help improve product accessibility, but it also contribute to sustainable business growth by fostering long-term relationships with local communities. So, in conclusion, we can sum up by saying product availability in BOP markets is a complex challenge that involves overcoming infrastructural issues, dealing with informal distribution channels, and addressing the cultural and logistical complexities of rural and underserved urban areas. However, through innovative strategies such as leveraging technology, building local partnerships, and creating flexible supply chains, companies can overcome these barriers and ensure that products are available to BOP consumers. So, quickly try to recap all the key points which we discussed in distribution challenges and solutions. First, infrastructure and informal distributions are major challenges. Second, local partnership and technology are vital solutions. Third, we discussed the case study of Coca-Cola's 5 by 20 initiative, which demonstrates successful models. And in the next session, we will try to explore promotional strategies, especially which are designed for the BOP market. So, thank you for your attention in today's session, and I look forward for next discussion. Thank you.